I just heard that.
They went in for an adventure, but what they found was pure nightmare fuel. Tonight, you'll witness 6 terrifying moments that were never meant to be seen. What lurks in the woods might be far darker than you expect. Let's begin. The first video tonight comes from What Day Is It Woodland, a UK-based outdoor adventure and wild camping channel. The creator documents first-time camping attempts, gear testing, and remote woodland trips, often mixing practical bushcraft with the unpredictable reality of sleeping out in the wild. The style is casual and honest, blending learning moments with the natural tension that comes from being deep in the woods after dark. It is November 16th, 2025, in a secluded woodland area in the United Kingdom, a dense forest often called haunted, not for ghosts, but for the wildlife that fills the night with unsettling sounds.
Gun, fire pan. Right from the fire. Get that warming up, and then chuck the mince around. Yeah. Oh man, that's hot. Wait, check it out. Okay. Guys, that's pretty much cooked now. Loaded it. How come I just get take up the phone? That's good. Burning down now. London Bridge is burnt down. Because a lot of this video hasn't got audio, unfortunately. Viewing this bag here, which is green, and when it's green you can't be seen. So yeah, I'm just reviewing that. So I see it's supposed to be raining now. It's supposed to be raining for the last 2 hours, but it hasn't. So the weatherman's once again let us down. We've already had dinner and that, and a few drinks. So we're just pretty much chilling now. Yeah. That looks sick. Like how that's just like, I'm pretty proud of that, to be fair, that little setup. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, mate, that is
The way it
fucking
is.
sick.
Just looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Probably.
By the time the tarps and hammocks are up, dinner cooked, and the fire going, the forest has already come alive. Distant owls call from the treetops, foxes screech somewhere out in the dark, and branches creak and sway above the camp. The deeper the night grows, the more each sound feels amplified by the isolation. Nothing is wrong. It's simply the reality of the woods. But the constant rustling and echoing cries begin to build a quiet tension as everyone settles in for the night.
Yeah. Scary, is it?
Mate, people probably say that it's haunted just because they're screeching noise.
No, really. A boar. A wild boar. Sound like you when you're like Minecraft pig impression. Don't you?
Whoa.
Does he think we're doing it to it?
I don't know.
Does he think we've got a mating call somewhere? Hear owls going all night. Bit strange, but well, it's not really that strange. Heard some really weird noises earlier as well, like screaming. bit strange, but anyway, just got the fire going again. And I think we're gonna go to bed as it's getting quite late now. It's like 9:30, 10, so yeah, I think we're gonna send it.
Suddenly, sharp scratching and high-pitched screeching move through the trees around the camp. The noises flare up, then fade, only to return from another direction. It's almost certainly foxes and owls. But in the dark, with only a fire for comfort, every sound feels close. The campers stay alert, tending the flames and scanning the tree line until the activity dies down. There's no sign of anything paranormal, just the woodland doing what it always does. By morning, the tension has lifted. The campers laugh about how eerie the forest can feel when the wildlife wakes up, agreeing that the haunted noises were all part of the experience. They pack up quietly, leave no trace, and head home with a new appreciation for how alive and unpredictable a remote woodland becomes once the sun goes down. Some people chase thrills in the wild. Others watch them unfold safely from their screens. Which one are you? The explorer or the observer? The next horrifying video comes from Jens, a US-based solo car camping and off-roading creator. His channel focuses on practical wilderness living, rooftop tent setups, simple camp cooking, and long, isolated nights in remote desert terrain. His adventures are calm and methodical until the darkness reminds him how quickly solitude can turn unsettling. It is November 15th, 2025, in a remote desert region of the United States. A wide, open landscape defined by silence, sparse vegetation, and nocturnal wildlife that moves unpredictably through the night.
There's a little animal right there. I think it might be a little bobcat, coyote. Shoo! Go away! I hope he's not attracted to my food. What was that thing? God. I'm gonna eat this in my freaking car. I don't want to be out here. That's off. Oh my gosh. Well, it's safe to say we are not alone out here. Jeez.
As night settles over the desert, Jens finishes eating beside the fire. The flames pulse weakly in the wind, throwing brief pockets of light into the emptiness around him. It's peaceful, almost unnervingly so, with nothing but the crackle of the fire to break the silence. Then, mid-sentence, something shifts just beyond the glow. A quick, faint movement that freezes him in place. Out here, with no one for miles, even the smallest shape in the dark lands with weight.
Call me a baby if you want, bro. But I have no idea what is outside my car right now. Some type of critter animal. It was... I hope I caught it on the camera. I think I did. Yeah. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's got a striped tail. I guess I shouldn't be scared. He's so small. But I don't know what it is. Looks like a mixture of a little coyote and a little skunk. See him? That kind of scared me. I haven't ever had an interaction with like anything besides a little squirrel or something right next to me at night camping alone. Jeez. Jeez. Look.
The figure creeps closer, low to the ground, cautious and silent. Jens tries to identify it, whispering possibilities. A bobcat, maybe a young coyote. But the proportions feel strange. The striped tail, the way it stalks, the confidence in its movements, none of it matches cleanly. The uncertainty tightens the moment. Alone in the desert, not knowing what's watching him, Jens feels the fear settle in.
There it is. He's right there. He's looking around. There he is. Going to the back of the car. Should we scare it? Ah! That thing is not leaving my car. I guess I gotta put my big boy pants on and get out there. Again, I just finished dinner, so it's like kind of fun and cute, but also kind of weird and freaky. So, hopefully, you see me up in the tent in just a second and everything went smooth. But I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and get the hell up there. Warping.
The creature edges into the firelight and begins circling his camp. It noses the cooking gear, moves around the truck, and shows no hesitation about approaching. Instinct takes over. Jens climbs into the cab, shuts the door, and watches from behind the glass. The animal drifts in and out of the light, disappearing into the shadows and returning again, slow and deliberate, as though assessing him. Minutes pass under the weight of that silence.
I don't know if my mind is going crazy, but I think I keep hearing things. So I'm gonna go to bed. See you guys in the morning. Hopefully I sleep good.
Eventually, the creature slips away into the darkness. The stillness that follows is heavier than before. Jens steps out cautiously, keeping his voice low as he checks the perimeter of camp. He cleans up quickly, scanning the desert with every sound, then climbs into the rooftop tent to stay off the ground for the rest of the night. By morning, he admits this was one of the most unsettling moments he has ever had while camping alone. The animal was probably harmless, but the closeness, the stillness, and the way it moved without fear made the desert feel far more alive and far more dangerous than usual. It's a reminder that out in remote wilderness, even a small creature slipping through the dark can turn a quiet night into a moment of genuine fear. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Carry Outdoors, a UK-based channel centered on solo and small group wild camping, hammock and tent setups, and peaceful explorations through remote woodland. Her content often highlights the calm beauty of nature, but now and then, the quiet turns uneasy, especially when darkness settles over the trees. It is November 13th, 2025, in a secluded woodland area in the UK, bordered by streams, thick undergrowth, and a heavy deer population. A familiar spot for Carrie, but even familiar woods can feel different at night.
I don't know if my camera picked that up, but that was, I don't know what that was, but that was scary. I think it's a deer or something in the woods. That was quite scary. Yeah, it's literally 7:20 now, and as you can see, it's really dark already. So less than an hour from when I arrived, and I've already lost daylight. So it's pretty dark in the woods, but the tent is up. I'm out in the Banshee tonight. I haven't used this since I got it, so I'm really excited to sleep in this because I love this tent. I've slept in one before, so yeah, looking forward to spending my first night in that. When I tell you there's some really strange noises going on in the woods tonight, and even though the rational part of your brain is saying, oh, it's the deer, it really does set your anxiety off. Sorry you can't really see me, it's so dark. Obviously I'm relying on the head torch, but I've heard some really, really crazy noises which I've tried to pick up on camera for you guys. And there's one thing being rational about it and being logical about it, and there's another thing being in the middle of the woods in the dark and hearing it. It's a total.
Carrie arrives at her usual clearing and sets up the Banshee tent before settling in for what she expects to be a quiet night outdoors. But as the light fades, the atmosphere begins to shift. Strange noises echo through the forest, sharp and persistent. She remarks on how eerie the woods feel after dark. Even knowing deer and nearby farms might explain the sounds. Her lantern flickers between red and green without reason. Small details that heighten the tension as night fully arrives.
The spot where I'm camped has got a really nice little stream running alongside it. Can you hear that? Is my camera picking that up? Right, anyway, like I was saying, I'm camped next to a really nice little stream, which is lovely, and I've got my lantern on, which I bring on every one of my trips. But I'm having some problems with it because I charged it up all day today and it was fully charged. Then I got here and I turned it on and the light on it was red, which means that the battery is dead and it needs charging. How is that possible when I've charged it to full charge? But now the light's turned green, so at the moment it's working, but it's been really temperamental. Obviously I've got my other torches and a head torch and all that sort of stuff, but the...
Near the stream beside her tent, the forest calls continue. Alone in the dark, Carrie talks through her worry, trying to stay rational, but acknowledging how difficult it is when every sound feels amplified and unpredictable.
I mean, what is it so angry about? Like, what are you chatting about, dude? And why? Why today? It's crazy because whether I was here or not, those noises would be going on. But it's really, I know I've said this earlier on in my video, but it's really hard to hear stuff like that and think rationally. Like, I know what it is. Logic is like, I know what it is. But at the same time, it sounds...
The noises persist without breaking. Even with the calming flow of the stream, the surrounding darkness keeps her alert. The tension never fully fades, turning an ordinary wild camp into a night defined by suspense and the unknown. By 11 p.m., she retreats into her sleeping bag, riding out the uneasy atmosphere safely. With daylight, the woods feel normal again. Carrie realizes the noises likely came from nearby farm animals. But in the moment, surrounded by darkness and isolation, the experience felt far more intense. The night becomes a reminder of how quickly peaceful woodland can shift into something unsettling, especially when you're alone and every sound carries weight in the dark. It's not always the wild that's dangerous. Sometimes, the most terrifying thing you can find in the woods is another person. The next shocking video of the night comes from Oreo Speedwagon RT, a van life adventure channel documenting life on the road in a converted van. Their videos mix peaceful outdoor living with the unpredictable moments that come from camping in remote wilderness, where silence can shift into tension without warning. It is October 22nd, 2021, at the Tishomingo Wildlife Management Area in Mississippi, United States, a dense forest and lake system known for active wildlife and long stretches of isolation.
We keep hearing weird sounds. No clue what they are. Badger's been skittish again, like we said. Like, he'll just look off in the woods and stop and just stare. Yeah. It's eerily quiet out here.
Now that was a duck.
Yeah. Like, obviously there are raccoons and possums, whatever else out here. I mean, we're out in the woods. A little disconcerted. And then it's starting to sprinkle.
A little bit.
It's supposed to storm later. So, again, I'm not worried. But it's a little creepy.
As night settles, the pair switch off the van lights and let the forest quieten around them. Their dog, Badger, becomes instantly uneasy, staring fixedly into the trees and refusing to explore the dark edges of camp. Normal wildlife sounds echo over the lake, but mixed within them are strange, unidentifiable noises that neither of the campers recognize. The familiar comfort of the van turns tense as the forest grows uncomfortably still between each sound.
A little creepy. It'll be fine. It will. So we've been sitting here in the van. Lights off, just playing on our phones. We have the windows down, but we're just sitting in the van. I keep hearing something out in front of the van. So let me turn the LED lights on real quick and see. Well, it's all good so far, I guess. I mean, it's gotta be good. I'm not really worried about it. But...
Exactly.
So I locked Badger out of the van because we're sitting out here. And this boy got up in Rachel's whole lap because he's afraid of...
Sudden noises appear right outside the van. Badger reacts immediately, scrambling onto the companion's lap, trembling. The couple try to peer through the darkness, but the sounds continue just beyond their sightline, creating a thick, uneasy tension. The strange calls and rustles persist, circling the van. Even when they scan the tree line, the forest reveals nothing. Badger's fear becomes the clearest warning. Whatever is out there is close, and the uncertainty makes the woods feel oppressive and watchful.
We were on the phone and found another wildlife area, actually pretty close to the one we were at, so we decided to come try it. We'd never been here, so yeah, this place right here is definitely a testament to where we said we messed up. Just headed out to the Rockies because this is deep in here, and it's literally 25-30 miles from our home base. So if we would have any advice for newbie van people, one of the first things I tell them is
As light rain begins to fall, the atmosphere shifts again. The noises carry through the trees, sharper beneath the rain's patter, and the campers sit quietly, listening, aware that they still haven't identified what's moving around them. The combination of darkness, sound, and isolation pushes the night into something far more unsettling than expected. By morning, the forest feels calm again. The campers look back on the night, acknowledging the beauty of the area, but also the genuine unease created by those unexplained sounds. They never learn what was moving around their campsite. That uncertainty becomes the lasting part of the experience, a reminder that van life in remote wilderness can shift from peaceful to unnerving in an instant. We go into the wilderness ready to face animals, the cold, even the dark. But nothing chills us more than an unknown human presence, silent, out of place, and far too close. The next video comes from Camping with Sam Bananas, a solo outdoor adventure channel where Sam documents stealth camping trips, wild overnighters, and the occasional paranormal-leaning location. His calm, practical style often contrasts sharply with the tension of the places he chooses to camp in. It is October 31st, 2025, at Woodland Cemetery in Toledo, Ohio, United States. A historic burial ground marked by mausoleums, lantern-lit paths, and long-standing reports of a wandering lady in white.
Weird. I can't tell if that's somebody walking in front of those lights. I can't tell what's happening. That makes me nervous. I've been doing these pizzas a lot, but honestly, they're the perfect.
As night settles over the cemetery, Sam pitches his tent beside an old stone mausoleum. While making dinner, he notices faint shadows shifting near distant lights and hears repeated rustling in the leaves. At first, he chalks it up to deer, common in the area, but the persistence of the sounds tells a different story. The mix of quiet pathways, isolated headstones, and passing headlights creates a strange, uneasy blend of silence and movement.
It's just spooky. There's something spooky about being here. I'm super, super crazy about this. Oh, goodness sakes. I don't like this one bit. I would really like to go on a big exploration, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a little spooky. I don't think I have it in me. I think I'm gonna head back to the campsite. Periodically cars keep coming through, so I'm a little nervous.
With only his headlamp, Sam begins walking between the gravestones. The darkness presses in, and the rustling seems to move with him from row to row. A heavy sense of being watched settles over the scene. Every sweep of the lamp reveals nothing, yet the shifting shadows around the mausoleums make the space feel alive. That tension grows with each step.
I can clearly hear something rustling around in the leaves. I'm sure it's a deer. The rut is going on right now. So the deer are acting crazy. I mean, you just can't escape this feeling. Like you're being watched. I know that probably sounds like baloney to some of you who are watching it, but the creepiness factor is very real.
Back at his tent, the noises continue, pacing, shifting, circling. Sam sits alert, listening, unable to shake the feeling that something is moving just out of view. It never draws close enough to see, but it never fully leaves either. The cemetery takes on a restless quality, turning the night into a long stretch of listening and waiting. Sam makes it through the night without encountering the lady in white, but the atmosphere alone leaves a strong impact. Persistent rustling, shifting shadows, and the weight of being utterly alone in a cemetery push the experience far beyond simple nerves. As dawn breaks, he packs up quickly, relieved to step out of the tension and into daylight. A reminder that even quiet historic places can feel deeply unsettling once darkness takes over. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Colorado Forest Beings, a US-based outdoor paranormal channel focused on remote forest expeditions, unusual wildlife behavior, and cryptid-related activity. The creator blends wild camping and survival skills with nighttime investigations, capturing the knocks, snaps, and unexplained movements often reported in Colorado's deeper woodlands. It is September 5th, 2019, in a remote forested area of Colorado, United States. An isolated stretch known for teepee formations, large branch structures, and repeated claims of intelligent activity in the trees.
Home sweet home, Tim. I just heard a knock. You hear that? I just heard it.
But I'm recording. Maybe this heard it. That's why I need those Boost headphones.
The team sets up camp near a massive X structure and several teepees, leaving offerings before settling in for the night. Almost immediately, a clear knock hits a nearby tree. The woods fall quiet after the sound, too quiet, and the shift in atmosphere puts both men on edge. It feels like something is aware of their arrival.
Wait. I just heard that.
It was like something jumped.
Yes. No, this is it here, man. I'm telling you.
It's getting dark and they're
It's
coming
getting
in.
dark and they're coming in. There's no...
Hey, the gifts are over there.
I'm getting goosebumps and everything here.
I am now.
Let me give some light to the...
As darkness deepens, a heavy impact echoes beside the camp. Something large landing or jumping, followed seconds later by a rock or solid object hitting the ground near them. Both men go silent. They avoid shining their lights directly, scanning the tree line with caution. Whatever made the sound felt deliberate, not like typical wildlife.
background so these guys can see what we got going on here. It's getting pitch black out now. We're not going to flash too many lights. I'm just looking here inside the camp, making sure all is good. How you feel, brother?
Good.
Good. Feel good. I feel great. This is it. Make no mistake. I can't sing worth it. Where's my
By the way, we already had, and I don't
my
know.
GoPro, by the way?
Yeah, it's right here.
Where's it at?
You're gonna ask me because I had to move it to sit. This is Georgia Bigfoot with Colorado Forest Beings.
Ooh.
And I guess that sleeping bag can't go up on a tree to save its life.
No, it is. I just want to spread ourselves out and kind of give some
What's
room to
that?
the fire.
So the bag just fell or something.
Quality something just fell.
Wow.
Look at the light that the
I was
fire,
nice and jumpy because it
look at
was
the
right
light
next
that
to me.
The fire is giving us right here, guys. Look at the life that we have in this forest at the moment.
That sounded like a tree knock, right?
While adjusting gear, the activity continues. Small knocks tap through the darkness, subtle but consistent. Then a sharp, unmistakable tree knock sounds from directly behind Tim. He's standing in an open area, nowhere near a trunk. The placement of the knock makes them realize something is moving around the perimeter, staying just outside the firelight.
Earphones that are, they amplify the sound so he can hear what's going on. He just had howling sounds. I'm not saying, I mean, it's like coyotes. But
I can hear you like so good, and mine is muffled
yeah,
because it's closer and louder.
right.
But you're like clear as like a fine wine.
Yeah, so you can hear the noises afar.
Oh yeah.
But if there was a loud
I hear
bang
every
here,
little crunch that your shoe makes.
I take those headphones with me in case I'm ever caught in a situation in the forest where I gotta
Hear-
be able
really
to hear
hear.
but not get blinded by the sound, like somebody tries to attack me in the forest.
Tim puts on amplified headphones, and the experience escalates. He hears distant howls and crisp, unnatural sounds, far beyond what the camera can pick up. He describes the audio quality as unnervingly clear. His partner listens to every subtle crunch and shift in the brush, both sensing coordinated movement around them.
Whatever. I got it with me so that I got that advantage. Unless they have the same. I'm just saying. You just never know. You just never know. I don't know. What don't you know? Sure that fire's not getting out of control. Oh yeah. It's good. It just looked like too crazy from over there. But I was just pointing out that from this teepee you can see the fire in our teepee over there.
Even with the fire burning, the knocks continue. Rhythmic, stopping and starting with purpose. Wildlife typically avoids flames, but these sounds linger behind the camp, almost testing them. The pattern becomes too consistent to ignore, adding a layer of intelligence to the activity.
That was a nice knock. That's the stick I had to poke the fire, but okay. Thanks, Tim. It's all good. No, use that one. Let's get another one. Tim's a teammate. It's going pretty good.
A loud, forceful branch break snaps through the darkness. The team compare it to the stick they used earlier for the fire. This break was significantly louder, requiring real strength. More knocks follow, circling the edge of camp once again. They never see what's out there, but the night's pattern, thrown objects, distant howls, precise tree knocks, and powerful branch breaks, creates a picture of something intentionally keeping its distance while monitoring them. The forest remains active, reactive, and disturbingly intelligent. The encounter reinforces why this area has its reputation. Whatever moves through these woods does so with caution, curiosity, and purpose, and it rarely reveals itself. And that wraps up another dive into the unknown. If you're into spine-chilling footage and unexplained encounters, hit that subscribe button and stick around. We've got more coming, and it only gets weirder from here.